Running W down in God's country. What a fantastic place to be during the peak of the rut.
My mind drifted off and back to Carmela and her heart of black and the things that she'd said to me yesterday. So when the boss sent me out checking fences, I was glad, 'cause I knew that it meant that I could spend some time out all alone. I wiped the sweat that stung my eyes, looked up and I realized that I was coming up on the south windmill.
In fact, there is the full assortment of tactical archery systems gear in that picture.
So we drank deep from the shallow trough, and wetting my hair gave me the thought to swim in that big tank might cool me down.
The highlight of day one was this great buck fight right in front of us, and they finished by running about 2 yards from the blind. We started the next day, different spot, lots of deer, and they're still fighting. The rut is still on, and there's bucks running does in front of us and locking horns out of the brush. What an awesome environment full of great young deer. We just need a huge deer to come in, and we're waiting.
But deeper than I thought it'd be, there was no ladder and the walls were slick with moss. Sure enough, I got cooled down when I found I had no way out, and the thought of a rat in the feet then chilled my blood. Well, at first I laughed at the fix I was in, then my troubles all sank in. Without some help, I was there to stay. I screamed and clawed to no avail, till dignity and voice had failed. I wore my fingers down on those damn walls.
We saw a lot of great young bucks that just needed another year or two. When we left the blind, we saw El Muy Grande out running with the girls, and they were headed towards our bow blind. So we ran back, put a little more corn out, and sure enough, those does brought the monster right into range. There is a recurring theme here. The Trophy Tools clamp, selfie stick, and GoPro was clamped in a mesquite tree right in the middle of deer activity, and we got some awesome footage on this trip. As Quay and Reed would say, this buck got busted in his shiny hiney. Look at that horn mark.
The fact is I was hot and dumb, struck stupid by the sun and love. So on the one hand, I guess she played her part. Through all that time I cussed her lots, but I cussed myself the most because I had not looked before I'd left. Now overhead an eagle soars and I smell rain coming from the north. I wonder if she'll even shed one tear, just one tear over me, just one tear over me.
Just one tear. And then it is time to celebrate, because this is a beautiful South Texas buck. Check out this arrow passing through him and just flying through some brush. El SABO site is Spanish for the SABO site.
And then it knocked down 3 trees before it stuck in this little tube.
Due to the impromptu nature of getting back in the blind, Bubba stayed with the Jeep. So did the dogs. They guarded it from any bucks that might show up and try to eat corn off of the front bumper. Pretty wild bucks, pretty aggressive watchdogs.
Every once in a while I do drift homewards. Sometimes I drive, sometimes I just dream.
After their little power nap on the job, the dogs are fired up and ready to get back to work. And here they go. After the shot, we heard some crashing about 50 yards away in the brush, but you just couldn't be sure with so many deer running off. But sure enough, the dogs went straight that direction and...
Oh my gosh, dog. What you got here? What you got here? What you got here? Good job. Good job. Look. Oh my gosh. Look at this hog. Oh Love the mass. Look at the mass.
Good job, Travis.
Awesome.
Good bow hunt.
Great hunt. Had to wait a while, but glad we waited.
Patience is virtue.
Glad I didn't talk you into that other one being old enough.
I know. Gotta listen to God. Let's drag him out of here.
Good dogs. About 30 pounds to him.
Hey.
The first time, does it surprise you to hear me say, oh, I like the sound of a Mexican bass run. I like to feel that it.
Well, now it's time to work on the doe quota. This time we even brought the secret weapons into the bow blind with us. We're out to get some does. Same blind, same activity level. Life is still good.
Got this friend, he's a lawyer in Dallas. His folks grow potatoes out Panhandle way. He talks of Bob Wills and Playboys and Turkey. Off come his wingtips and boots take their place. He likes the sound of a western swing bass run. He likes the feel that it puts in his bones. Sometimes he wonders how he ever got here.
Kind of getting into a bad habit of hitting these deer a little bit higher than I'd like to. I guess I need to get some more hair practice.
Mexican bass run, I like to feel that it puts in my bones. Sometimes I wonder how I ever got here. I'm just trying to get home. Yeah, we like the sound of a bass run. We like to feel that it puts in our bones. Sometimes we wonder how we ever got here. How the hell are we gonna get home?
So after the first two deer of the day being high, I aimed a little bit lower on this one, and I really didn't think I got too far back. You can see right behind the shoulder, but that's actually liver blood pouring out of her. It's liver blood with a lot of estrus, because next thing you know, a buck starts running her and chases her off a ways. It makes it a little tougher for the dogs to find. All I can think of is when Kim says, "I'm not in the mood," and that buck's chasing that doe off. I guess that's how that doe might feel right now. So we recover our first doe, no problems. We get started on the second doe, and we still find a live doe with a buck trying to take advantage of the rut.
My wheels drawn on steady in the heat of the wide, the heat of the wide.
Give him Bill. Sick him. Oh, almost got her. Oh. Never. All right, here.
After a brief but valiant fight, this whitetail buck abandoned his damsel in distress and headed for the hills. We could finish our work. Great trail for the dogs. They actually bait her 4 times before we finished her off.
Buck was mountain running, the dogs were baiting.
When I started way back, each hill that I killed was like a pill that I took to.
On the final day, we switched things up, let down the bow, picked up the shotgun, and headed to the Laguna Madre to try to get on some red-headed ducks.
I've run, and all that I've done has left me without.
So there were 3 of us shooting and only 2 ducks came down out of 9 shots. We had a few more passes at it, just didn't get it on camera, but my favorite highlight of the day, my sport dog Cover Girl Slice, retrieving some ducks out of the salt water. What a dog.